try to record earlier, but because I was posting a video, we were losing frames on the camera. So here we go. Second English podcast, Not Gonna Lie podcast, episode 46. This is gonna be way harder than I thought it would. The reason why I didn't start with English podcast was because I didn't feel comfortable enough to make those. And now I feel like maybe I still wasn't ready. Because boy, it makes my life so much more complicated. I feel like it's two complete different... Oh, that's the problem. Here's the problem. I don't have to do anything different in English than I do in French. It's just I use a different language. Oof, but that's so hard. It feels like I'm two different people when I speak different languages. Damn, that's crazy. It's it's so incredibly hard to just force myself to sit down here every day, whether it's in English or in French, but I feel like I'm a little more nervous when it's in English. Just sit down, bro, and start talking about anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter if someone's listening, really, right? It's just about being able to turn it on whenever you want. And then with time, maybe the turning it on is going to become more and better and better. You know, it's just like a grinding game. I feel like, you know, if like recently I've never been really good at doing handstands. Like I've always been able to do handstands, but like not like hold a handstand and not move, you know. And I'm just starting to learn how to do that. And it's crazy how in 2 months I've seen like so much progression. Like every day I don't realize how, like, you know, the little victories, you know, you don't see them. But then when you look over just a 2 month period of doing handstands, man, there's a big difference. Like yesterday I did my first freaking press not like an actual press, but you know, man, I'm fucking good. And I think it's the same thing with this podcast. Like in French, like when I was just doing it in French, it was like, you know, the training wheels. And I like it started and there was no camera, and you know, I bought a camera, and then, you know, I have a mic, bought a mic, and you know, it's pretty cool. Now I have, like, you know, 2 angles. What's up? I used to always look at myself right there while this was filming me. But now I have both of them. Boom. The lighting is really ugly on the other one, though. Yikes. Oh, I think it was also supposed... No, it's all good. Oh. Nah, never mind. Oh, yikes. And so, yeah. So, I find it really freaking hard to just sit down here, you know? I have nothing better to do. I work out every day, you know, try to keep a healthy mindset, you know? Always try to strive. Oh, yeah, so I was talking about the handstands, right? And so it's the same thing with the podcast, you know? Every day I don't really realize like the little achievements. But then when I look at it how it was like 2 months ago when I just started it, holy shit, it was bad. I'm not saying it's good now, but like it was way worse, let me tell you that much. For sure. 100%. And so It's more like I feel like every time I'm like doing a podcast, it's more like I'm talking to myself in the future. It's more like that all the time. Maybe I should always see it like that. It's not really about like talking to people. It's more about talking to myself. And I had like this really big problem about like recording and laughing about my own jokes, but I feel like maybe I laugh about my own jokes because I'll remember, like, let's say I'm 100 years old and I just, I have some Alzheimer or whatever, and they realize that, like, by re listening to my podcast all the time, I get to, fucking build some other pathways to memories, and then, you know what? I'm immune to Alzheimer. Who knows? Because of that. So, how crazy would that be? In fucking 100 years. Oh, Mr. Ali Bazzi, the crazy guy who recorded himself every single day. Turns out he figured out how to cure Alzheimer. Yes, sir. But boy, it's hard. It's like it seems like such a little thing to do. My glasses are so dirty. Ew. Ew. Gross. I'm just making it worse. Ugh. 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 Oh yeah, and I've been working out like crazy recently. Like just doing handstands and stuff, and trying to make my handstand better. So I'm working my shoulders a bunch. And look at this shit. Oh, oh, the guns are back. Chest is starting to look good again. Yes, sir. So yeah, I don't know if I can still tumble though. I feel so heavy and not flexible. Oh, maybe I should do more mobility. I've been doing quite a bit of it. And you know what? If you're an ex-athlete and you feel like you're losing some of that, athleticism, it's not really strength, because I'm getting stronger and stronger every freaking day. Like I took a break from working out for like a couple months, and then when I went back to the gym in a month, I was doing 2 reps of my previous PR, which makes no sense, but like I'm just getting stronger by living. But but oh, that was a problem. I kept saying I'm just like what's her name? Freaking Sherbatsky. What's her freaking name? From How I Met Your Mother? What was the freaking name of that girl? Huh? Robin! Robin Sherbatsky. Fuck yeah, man. And when she was like an anchor, and she always bottom. Maybe we could start a drinking game, just like in How I Met Your Mother. And whenever I say bottom, you have to drink. Ooh. Okay. I'll try to play that game with someone someday. Listen to one of my English podcasts. Whenever I say bottom, you have to take a shot. That's the new game. Yes. And so, yeah, recently I feel like for the past couple podcasts, it's so weird how like maybe it's because of like the podcasts I'm listening to, or like the kind of comedy. Like I try to always listen to comedy every day, like from a bunch of people, as much as maybe I could include a little more women, but are women really funny? Ooh. But that's a topic for another day. That's exactly what I was talking about. It feels like there's so much shit going on in the world that like everything I want to talk about is controversial topics like that. But fuck all that. It's way more funny to like I want to force myself to be able to find funny topics to talk about. And what are the like some of the funniest topics there are? It's clearly like fucking dumbass shit you did as a kid. I don't know if that's just me, okay? But like I used to I used to fucking I'm sure every little kid has ever, like, every little boy in the world has done this. It can't be just me. Because if it's just me, I'm in a lot of trouble. Like, I have a problem. But when I was a kid and I was able, I don't know how the fuck I was doing. I was pretty good. But I was able to catch flies, but without killing them. Just, yeah, catching flies, catch and release. But like when I would catch some flies, I'd fucking, sorry, I'd fucking, shake them up, shake the freaking flies. Look at those guns. And then the flies would be dizzy and fucking chuck them, and then and then their trials started, Like, I would make them go through hell. I would take out their wings, and then I'd be in the washroom, right? And like okay, for sure I have issues, but like I dunk them in the water and like they struggle for a little bit and then keep them there for like a minute and then duck them out and then put them back like and then when they like were done with like the waterboarding or whatever, I'd dry them up, wait a little bit for them to pick themselves back up, but they have no wings anymore so they can't fly away. And then when they were like starting to dry up and be able to at least walk and fucking start the freaking what's it called in English, like the blow dryer, and fucking blast them with hot fucking air, poor fucking fly just going through fucking hell. Literally, like, not even having the brain, like, a brain able to comprehend what the fuck is going on. They're just, like, it's just happening, At some point, some kid something catches them and starts shaking it, they're dizzy, boop, wings pop off, and some dunk into water. Probably, a fly has probably never been underwater, so it doesn't even understand the fuck's going on, breathing in. Fucking, water is coming in. No, I'm not breathing in again. Stop breathing in, and then, dunked out of the water. Okay, I'm still alive. The fuck is going on? Okay. I think it's over. Life's good. Oh, it starts to be fucking hot as fuck. You're like, what the hell is going on, And then I don't know what else I would do. I would fucking, put them under freaking, put like some soap on them, so like something that's like super heavy, and then they're just trying to freaking walk off, and they don't know what the fuck is going on, and then I'd wash them off after that because they survived the freaking like soap freaking trial, and then after a while, if they were still alive, I'd fucking let them go. Oh my god, that is crazy. Holy shit. It's crazy that I like as a kid I'd be able to do that, Like I could I mean that shows you that like I have monsters inside of me, right? Holy shit. And like it means that like when I was a kid I was bad at holding them back, but now that I'm a man, I'm better at holding them back, I know what's good. So I don't fucking kill flies anymore, or haven't like done like brought this scenario alive with like bigger and shittier circumstances, let's say. Oh my god, it sounds so creepy. Holy shit. Yikes! I was trying to keep. I was trying to talk about something like. But you know what? I'm sure that like I'm not the only one having done that. You know? Holy shit! I mean I've learned that from someone. I didn't fucking come up with this shit, right? Like I remember my fucking neighbor. He was younger than me, man, but that boy was one of my like. So weird how like I've never seen that guy for so long, but like if you asked me like who were your all-time best friends, like he would be one of them for sure. Younger, but bro, that guy was crazy. Man, super cool dude, but like when it came to like small animals and stuff, like he didn't give a fuck. Let me tell you that much. Like I was cruel, but holy shit, this guy when it was like a frog or a freaking fish, holy back then, like I remember how fucking shitty it was making me feel. And like I didn't want to be a pussy, so like I would abuse the fuck out of frogs. But it made me feel so bad inside of me. But it felt like all the kids were doing it, so I was like, ugh, maybe it's me that's a fucking pussy. Well, boy, killing frogs sucked. And then I remember like we went like fishing at some spots that were popular for like I don't know like 10-year-old kids or whatever. And like when we catch fishes like this guy would fucking like torture the fuck out of the fish. Slam it on the fucking on trees and stuff, and like I was like, yo, what the fuck? I was whenever I was trying to like tell him that like what he was doing was fucked up, like bro, that guy was like, bro, it's just a fish, like who gives a fuck? He doesn't even realize what's going on. I was like, bro, that shit was not sitting right with me, man. Yikes, it feels like I was friends with really weird people, but like it's not like we were fishing every day. Like these things happen like I don't know, a couple times, but like most of the time that guy was really normal, I think. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. My it's so weird how like it's so weird how like friendships they come and they go, right? And like like I'm gonna try to sound like I'm coming up with something new, but like I'm pretty sure everyone knows this, but like it's pretty crazy when you think about it. When like you have this really, really deep friendship with someone, like that's the best shit. When like you have this really fucking deep, deep friendship with someone that's like, even if you skip 20 years, like whenever you guys are gonna come back and like, you know, be friends again, it's gonna, you're never gonna talk about like the time that you guys were not friends, you know? It's like it's not even gonna count, I think. And these guys, ugh, I mean, it's so weird because like I grew up with them. I've spent more time not their friends than the time we were friends, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know. That's a weird concept to think about. People that like are not in your life anymore. Would they still be? Would I still be friends with them? That's the question. Oh, I mean, well, I'm pretty fucking awesome, you know. So I could probably be friends with anybody. Anybody but a fucking lot of people. Holy shit. I know a lot of people who don't like me. Yikes. But the people who don't like me are most of the time are people who don't really know me, you know? It's like I feel like now that we have social media, oh, another controversial topic. But like I feel like since we have like since we've like we are starting to use like social media every day, it feels like we live two lives. Don't you think? Like I've noticed it with so many people around me. We're like when we're gonna see each other in real life, it's gonna be we're gonna have the best freaking time of our life, right? It's gonna be like we're gonna have fun. We're gonna talk about everything, even the topics that are like that like online we disagree about, like we're gonna be able to talk about it live and it's gonna be so easy. But like those same people, when it's online and they disagree with you, it's like they forget that like that you are friends outside of this, right? Or that like even if you hung out only once, but like you had a really good time, you know? Like it doesn't have to be best friends, but I feel like so many people base their judgment of someone on what they see online, but like but a lot of people act online a completely different way than they would actually act in real life. You know, like so many people like talking about like beating up people online, like, oh, you deserve to like you get, you know, I'd kick the shit out of you or stuff like that, you know? A lot of people saying that are people that like have never fucking thrown a punch in their fucking life, you know? Like if they were put in a situation where like, you know, like you know, they're playing Call of Duty, they're pretty badass, they they fucking they knock like, you know, they get like triple kills and like, you know, they crack people and I don't know whatever the fucking terms, you know, and they're fucking good and like they feel like they're badasses, but like and so online they're like, yeah, I'll fucking beat the fuck out of you, you know? And then when you put them in an actual situation where they're actually going to get the shit kicked out of them, bro, they're not the same people, you know? Like it's so crazy. I feel like people should stop acting on the internet as if they were so like immune to whatever's going to happen, you know? When you're on the internet, if what you're going to say to someone, if in real life you'd be worried he'd kick like he'd fucking beat the fuck out of you for saying that, if you're not willing to bet your fucking well-being on whatever the fuck you're about to say, bro, you probably shouldn't say that shit, right? Just like just the name calling on the internet is so crazy. When you go in comment sections or whatever, like you can say whatever the fuck you want to whoever the fuck you want, you know? And if you just disagree without being impolite, like the people are going to start calling you fucking names, right? They're going to call you a fucking racist and blah blah blah. But then in real life, man, those are pretty big allegations. Like calling people like telling someone calling someone a homophobe out loud in real life in like a room full of people. Man, that's something someone would take pretty seriously. It's like a pretty big offense, right? And people fucking chuck that shit like it's nothing on the internet. What the fuck is going on? Man, boy, that's a shitty subject again. Why do I always talk about shitty stuff? Man, it was so easier to be to have a good time and like I just, you know, I just want to sit here, fucking smoke a joint, have a silly goose time. Just I need to stop looking at myself there. That's the worst. Here, I want to look at myself, suck that tummy in. Yo, why is this? This is the worst lighting in the fucking world. It's gonna look better in black and white though. Oh, I should have started with that for sure. Yeah, I guess we're gonna also finish with that. That maybe that's gonna be a note for the future or whatever. But I need to figure out a way to separate completely those podcasts, but like I don't want to have to do 2 a day, or I don't know how I'm going to keep doing this every day. It needs to stay every day. And I think maybe at some, like, I was starting to think about moving it to only once a week, because I didn't have enough ideas every day. Like, it's hard to find enough ideas to fill up half an hour of just me talking alone in front of a camera. Holy shit, you know? It's kind of, I have to pick my brain. Keep talking, keep talking, keep talking, keep talking. Say stuff. Talk, 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 talk. Keep saying stuff. Look there, look there. You know? It's pretty hard. So I wanted to move it to like once in English a week and once in French a week. And so this way I would have like an easier time, you know, refreshing ideas of whatever the fuck to talk about. But I feel like that's making like the easy mode, you know? If I have to fucking think about shit all the fucking time, then yeah. So I need to figure out a way to make it obvious that one podcast is in English and one podcast is in French. So what I'm trying to do is like I'm gonna try to have like all the English ones in black and white. So that's why they've been like that. Whenever I'm talking in English, it's gonna be in black and white, and I'm keeping the color. The beautiful colors are reserved for the French-speaking people. I feel like I've said that before, but I feel like it's more sophisticated in black and white for some reason. So if you're not used to this podcast, if you're new to listening to whatever the fuck I'm saying, then keep looking for gray freaking well, me in black and white basically. And if yeah, if you think if you're like me and you believe that, like, I feel like, well, I haven't really said it, but like, it shouldn't it be that like whenever like you're being an asshole online, it should like there should be real life repercussions, right? Because the reason why there's no repercussion to whatever the fuck you're doing online, like online bullying. It's like it's so big because you can't do anything about whatever the fuck is going on online. Cause it's like it's not real life. Well, we are fighting like online bullying, but like holy shit, calling someone a racist when they're just saying like an opposing view idea, that's fucking bullying, man. We should deal this should be like people should be prosecuted for saying fucking shit like that on the internet. For sure. There should be fucking real life implication to being an asshole on the internet. Though I am the biggest one of them. And I do it on purpose. Anyway, so like I said, if you're new, look for fucking black and white. If you're not new, if you're a friend of mine and you're just listening to because you're being nice and someone has convinced you to start listening to me, well, thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below if you think we should like be allowed to fucking punch each other for insults said on the internet. That would make life so much easier, you know. And so yeah, thanks for listening. Like, comment, subscribe. I won't say that all the time because it makes me cringe a lot to beg for reviews. Oh, you know, yikes. So thank you so much, and I'll talk to you in 2 days. Peace.